Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Q1 FY24 earnings conference call of Dhruv Consultancy Services Limited, hosted by Kirin Advisors. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Gopal Chandak from Kirin Advisors. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you. On behalf of Kirin Advisors, I welcome you all to Dhruv Consultancy Services Limited Q1 FY24 Concall. From management side, we have Mr. Pandurang Dandavate, Director, Mr. Rajesh Sindhav, General Manager, Finance and Accounts. Now I hand over the call to Mr. Rajesh Sindhav. Over to you, sir.
Hello everyone. It is a great pleasure to welcome you on the first conference call of FY24. Let me start by giving you the financial highlights of Q1 FY24. It is a great pride to inform you we have doubled our net profit in first quarter of FY24 to 85 lakhs on total income of rupees 11.51 crore. We reported EBITDA of rupees 2.76 crore, registering the rise of 89%, while our EBITDA margin improved substantially to 23.97%, noting a rise of 1,543 BPS. This was possible due to the completion of high margin projects in the reported quarter. Net profit margin was at the 7.38%. Improved the profitability is a testament to our strict control on cost. Our current order book stands at rupees 250 crore, giving us earning visibility of next 3 to 4 years. Our quality of work and timely completion of the project have earned us many prestigious projects in FY23, and we strongly believe the trend will be continued in the current year. Your infrastructure consultancy company is operating in the sector with substantial growth potential. The significant allocation of funds in the Union Budget 2023 for infrastructure projects, particularly in road segment, present a promising opportunity for your consultancy business. Given the large earmarked budget of road and railways, it is clear that the government is focused on improving the logistic efficiency, reducing the overall logistic cost, and boosting the competitiveness of Indian export. Your company expertise in the infrastructure consultancy will be instrumental in ensuring the successfully planning, designing, and execution of the projects. The government allocated the Ministry of Road Transport Fund worth rupees 2.7 lakhs crore. This means there is a huge scope of consultancy services. The consultancy services account for 10 to 15% of the project cost, and that means the consultancy business has an opportunity worth of rupees 41,000 crore. Dhruv Consultancy is one of the oldest companies of the segment, and currently we have a score of 95%, which strongly qualified in the bid of new projects. Further, your company has been shortlisted for potential project in Cambodia, Bangladesh, and Zambia, and expected to receive an order very soon, strengthening our presence in the international market. We look at the FY24 as a full of opportunity for the growth. Now I am happy to take questions from all of, if any. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on the touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. We have our first question from the line of Yashwanti Kerkar from Cogent Invest. Please go ahead.
All right, thank you, and good noon to everyone. Ma'am, I just wanted to ask you, what is the order inflow during the current year?
The order which has been inflow in the current first quarter for the next, up to July is around 38 to 40 crore.
38 to 40 crore. So
yes.
our order book stands at around 250 crore to 270 crore, right now?
Yes.
Okay. And any advancement on overseas project?
That is in the Dhanvade sir, can you give the answer on that?
Yes, overseas we are shortlisted for 7 countries, and financial bids are already submitted. Results are awaited. We are hopeful for getting at least 1 or 2 works in Nepal and Tanzania. So our business development team is already there, doing the ground network and also working with the local associate partners. So we are hoping to get at least 1 or 2 orders in coming quarter.
And what is the quantum of those 2 orders?
Roughly you can say one ticket size is 20-25 crore in Indian rupee.
20-25 crore. And this will be our first exposure to
this will be the first exposure. We have got already 1 work, but yet to be converted into letter of acceptance. That is ADB work, Asian Development Bank funded. But I cannot say it is an international work because the work is in India only, funded by ADB. Yeah.
Okay. Sir, and as we are seeing the rise in the order book, we have also strengthened our talent pool.
Pardon?
As we are seeing the rise in the order, continuous order book is continuous order inflow. Have you made any provisions for the rise in talent pool?
Yes. Talent pool, we have already added 20 fresh graduates from various engineering colleges. They are already on board. Plus, that is at the bottom level, because bottom needs to be strengthened before you go to the top. Then some of the extraordinary performing personnel in the head office, they have been promoted to the higher post. And additionally, we have hired some private expertise in design field. We have got full-time design head for the structure, who is having 20 years experience, out of which 15 years overseas experience. So we are already now in process of adding it.
Okay. So they would be on a contract basis, right?
Few of them are on contract basis, few of them on the payroll, depending on, you can say, nature of the work.
Okay, sir. And are these an L1 bidder for any of the prospective projects?
Yes, it is already disclosed on the website. I think 5 or 6 projects we have got, you can say, letter of acceptance, and another 3-4 projects we are L1 in the bid process. One is, I think, Vijayawada Bangalore Expressway. Second is in Bihar. Third is in Andhra Pradesh. I don't remember the names of the villages, but 3 or 4 projects we already are L1 in the competitive bidding process.
Okay, sir. And as per the infra allocation which the government had done in the last budget, what kind of a size you expect in the current year for infra projects?
See, as we all are aware, this is also the 10th year of the present government, NDA, and huge provisions are made already in the budget, and they are planning to complete the targeted length or untouched length in a mega force way. So we are expecting a huge, you can say, boost in consultancy assignments in another 8-9 months. So definitely our top line should go up. Income should also go up.
Okay. So what kind of a growth do you expect on the top line?
20-25% growth. 20-25% growth.
Okay. And sir, what is about your guidance in the EBITDA margin? You will be able to maintain them, or there is a scope for rising?
We will be doing better. We will be doing better because lot of loans are closed, which were high interest loans. Number one, we are spending
traffic survey project of IHMCL, that is Indian Highway Company, that is IT wing of the India, NHI, and that payments are expected to be received in second quarter, wherein only expenditures are done in first quarter. So I am expecting a better EBITDA margin also because of this IHMCL project.
Okay. So last year we had this Ganga project. So any other prestigious project we have bagged in the current year till date?
That is already I told, Bengaluru Vijayawada economic corridor. It is also access controlled expressway. Under our one assignment, there are 7 contractors working. So it's the biggest ever assignment as far as number of packages are concerned. Normally there are 2 or 3 in one assignment, but here there are 7.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Very congratulations for that, and all the best for your future products.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to ask a question, please press star and 1 on your phone now. We have our next question from the line of Bharat Kumar from Sadguru Enterprises. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Hello.
Sir, I want to ask one question. Why our margins are lowering than earlier every year?
As I already explained in first question answer, that first time talking about quarter is increasing, if you are seeing.
Okay.
Year on year decreasing. Quarter is increasing. Year on year, I don't feel it is decreasing. Rajesh, am I right?
Yeah. In the current quarter, we have performed well as compared to the previous quarter and the previous same period. And we are strengthening our, we are focusing on to improving our profitability in EBITDA margin by controlling the cost as well as taking good profitable contracts from the bidding with the good profitable contracts. So there is a chance of increasing the profitable margin in the coming days and coming period.
Okay. I want to link this to our working capital cycle. Is it affecting our margins?
Yes, definitely it is being, because we are dealing with the government authority, and the cycle of raising the bill and getting the money from the government is taking up time. So it definitely has been increased our expenses side on account of the finance cost.
So what is our working capital cycle average?
Average working capital cycle is more than 90 days.
More than 90. But what efforts that we are putting in to lower it as...
No. Effort cannot be, because it is a part of contract agreement. 30 days we have to perform, number one. And bill process takes 15 to 20 days. So 45, 50 days are there. Then you add holidays and you are working with government. So they have their own priorities, all the officers. So it cannot be reduced below 90 days. It is already reduced from 120 days to 90 days.
Okay. So, but the average working capital cycle is going to be the 90 days in future also.
Yes, sir. It will remain minimum as it is.
But wish all the very best for the success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. We have our next question from the line of Shivam Sharma from PCR Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
So my question was, how many new projects we have bagged in the current financial year?
Current financial year, according to me, 13 or 14 projects are bagged. Few of them are yet to be disclosed on the exchange because the letter of acceptance is yet to be received. But order book, almost you can say last year we bagged 20 projects. This in first quarter only we got 14 projects. This is the straight impact of you can say the election year.
Okay, sir. Great. And how does the company position itself to win bids against competitors for various?
We are now excellently positioned in 3 ways. Number one, in eligibility criteria, we are now top 1 or 2 in India. Previously, last year we were scoring 95 marks, 94 marks out of 100. Current year we are scoring 96, 97 marks. So more the marks, more the possibility of winning the bids compared to other competitors. Secondly, we are always, you can say, supported or congratulated by the client because of early completion of the projects. I can give example of elevated road at Ahmednagar in Maharashtra, which is completed 3 months ahead of schedule. Of course, that is main effort is of contractor, but consultant and contractor and client, if they work together for a specific goal, then things can happen early. So we got a quality certificate or appreciation certificate from the client under the signature of Honorable Minister for appreciating the company. So more and more projects are being completed ahead of schedule, and that is giving added advantage to Dhruv compared to other competitors.
Okay, sir. So my question is, what competitive advantage this company brings to these international projects?
See, honestly speaking, we have yet to receive the first work order from the international market, so we are not really tested. So once we receive one order at least from government sector side, that is World Bank funded or ADB funded or African Development Bank funded project, then we can comment upon your question. Unless we perform, we cannot comment upon.
Okay, sir. Also, sir, the company's wide geographical presence across 23 states, right?
Now 28.
28, okay. So could you provide insights into how this existence reach?
Except I think 2 states, we are all over India. So exactly what you want?
How this existing reach has contributed to securing projects and building the company's brand?
Basically, see, getting the works in northeast part of India was easy, but performing on the northeast part is very tough. So we tested ourselves in northeast part of India, Manipur, then Meghalaya, then Tripura, all that 7 sisters. And we proved ourselves by completing the projects in time or in a reasonable time. So that has given a added advantage or big edge of Dhruv on the other competitors. That is one. Secondly, India, it's very diversified in terms of geographical, historical, religion-wise, language-wise, and now we are in real sense pan-India company. Previously, 3 years back, it was purely a Maharashtra-based, having a dominant project in Maharashtra with few footprints on the Gujarat and in Gujarat and Karnataka. So now we proudly can say that we are pan-India, and we have already appointed a full-time licensing officer in Delhi to license with NHI headquarters on daily basis.
Got it, sir. So also, how is the competition in the international bidding that you are participating?
Normally 6 or 7 bids are coming, and the bids, we don't know the names of the locals because we are competing in 16, 17 countries, and different company names. We are also associating with some locals as per the contract provisions. So I am not very sure as on now that where we stand exactly in the international market. Unless we get one work and unless we perform for another 1 year. We are now on the verge of entering into it. Almost we have entered one work, as already explained in first question. ADB funded project we already got. We have now entered into agreement with ADB, but the work is in India only.
Okay. So when are we expecting the international orders?
In another 1 or 2 years, we should get flooded with the orders. Because competition is not too much. 6 or 7 bids are coming. And since our company is publicly limited listed, so that added edge is there in international market also. Because World Bank also looks into the us in a different way than other countries.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to participants to press star and 1 to ask a question. We have a question from the line of Deepika Chadha from Cogent Finvest. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. So could you highlight some of your clients, especially government agencies or authorities?
Surely. We are dominantly working with Government of India. The client is one is National Highway Authority of India, They have n number of subsidiaries, but I will term it as NHAI. And second client is MORF, that is Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. They are our main clients, contributing to 80-85% of our order book. Apart from that, we have state authorities like UPIDA. We are doing Ganga Expressway. In MMRDA, we are doing some work in Mumbai City and in and around Mumbai City. Then in PMRDA, we are doing a prestigious elevated road at University Chowk in Pune, which is a bottleneck today. Every time we have to stop at least 20 minutes there to cross the junction.
Okay, so what is the expected time to deliver this order?
Normally, our assignment for construction period is 30 months, 24 months, 6 months development period, 30 months, and defect liability period is again 36 months. So our assignments are 72 months.
Okay, so please provide the long-term visions or strategies which you will do for next few years.
Good question, madam. Basically, when we are on the verge of entering into international market, we are now also in the process of acquiring one consultancy firm's asset, which is exclusively working in a private sector in international market. They are doing the industrial structures design and design for the private entities across the border. So because of COVID and because of some reasons, the company is in a financial crunch. Small size company, maybe I think 7 or 8 crore size, and we are in the process of acquiring major assets of that company. Once that is happened, then we will have a exposure to a new vertical of industrial structure design in international market.
Okay, so the players is from which country?
It is Arabian countries.
Okay.
Company is Indian. They are working for European and American firms, but the projects are in Arabian countries.
Okay. So are there any specific sustainability initiatives that the company has taken?
Basically, you see, we have to go with government because our majority of the orders are from government of India. 20 lakh crore was the provision for the road sector when this outlay declared as a part of a financing document, I think, of Ministry of Finance, Government of India, that is NIP, National Infrastructure Pipeline. They have made a provision of 20 lakh crore. Out of that 20 lakh crore, only 15 lakh crore will be spent by end of this, you can say, Modi 2 era. Then again, they have the huge plans of expansion if they are back in power. And the development process, whomsoever comes in power, will be continued. That we have experienced from 2004 to 14 also. The development was not stopped. Speed may be low or more or less slow or fast. But this opportunity for the consultancy will be continued for infinite period. So we don't have to care about any particular, you can say, like other businesses in private sector. We don't have to do any strategy at ourselves. We will go with the flow.
Okay. So how much orders do you have, IHMCL?
NHI, MORF, IHMCL, all including together, we have an executed order book of about 270 crore to be completed in another 3 years.
Okay. So as the company plans to diversify into sectors, so how will you manage potential risk which is associated in entering into this sector?
We are not diversifying ourselves. Our core sector remains highway. We will remain in highway. Last 2 years, we tried for solar, we tried for biomining, but both the, you can say, segments, they are not doing well in terms of financing, because at the end we need the timely payments, and also solar is very dim. So our highway sector core area remains there. Diversifying within the consultancy firm in highway, that is design of structure. So we are in the process of acquiring one firm which is already having a nice setup of doing the design. Only they need a proper infrastructure and timely payments and some financial support to sustain their company. The moment 3-4 crore are pumped in that company, they are going to get additional 10 crore order book from a private sector in international market. So we are already taking care of that. And our core area remains highway supervision design DPR, for which we have 100% in-house team of manpower, 100% in-house equipment, 100% in-house software, and 100% in-house finance, thanks to the equity market. So I don't need any special efforts to take care of any additional vertical.
Okay. So how you attract and develop the talent which is required for this expertise?
Pardon, can you repeat, madam?
How you attract and develop talent which is required expertise in this segment, infrastructure and project management?
There are three ways. First way, we are hunting from the engineering colleges. Even we have got now proud to announce that we have got invitation from IIT Bombay for a campus, which is a prestigious thing for a company. So we are going and taking the campus in selected engineering colleges and IITs and getting the fresh stuff from there, fresh graduates or postgraduates. That is part one. We have to make our organization more young and more, you can say, wide-based foundations. Secondly, we are acquiring the skill management as per the project requirement from the market, which is easily available through the various websites and various Naukri.com and other platforms. Thirdly, I myself is a government employee. I was executive engineer PWD 20 years back. I could have been retired as a secretary PWD here, or chief engineer maybe, or secretary maybe. But the added advantage is my classmates and batchmates, they are also getting retired. Already few are retired, few of them are getting retired. So we are trying and getting successfully their assignments to the company for another 4 years. Since they are retiring at the age of 58 or 60, another 5 years they can work in industry. So their vast experience, knowledge and network is going to help company in a great way.
What is the current team size that you have?
Insights?
Team size.
Number of sites?
Size, yeah.
Number of sites are 60 plus working all over India, 28 states of India. And 10 of them are DPR or operation maintenance type of work, and 50 are construction work.
Okay. Can you bifurcate between juniors and seniors?
It is a pyramid structure. One CEO, then VP development, then you can say BD, Vice President Business Development, apart from management I'm of course talking. And then below and equal to that CFO is there, company secretary is there, they are at equal level. Below that there are 20-25 coordinators named as GM or assistant GM वगैरह. So it's an organizational structure. Mota moti 25% is the top management or you can say senior management including mid-level, and 75% is a low level,
Junior level.
junior level.
Okay. So this is my last question. So what will be the margins in the international orders?
They should be very high. The reason is that ticket size is 20-25 crore and income will be in dollars. So of course you can understand the strength of the dollar. Thirdly, whatever we are doing in India, same things we have to deliver abroad. So for India, we have ticket size of 10 crore. Expenditure is 8 crore. Now here is a EBIT of 20%. There the expenditure will be 1.5 times. Of course, it is. I have not done any work as on now, but I have analyzed from the other consultants' balance sheet. So expenditure is 1.5 times. So expenditure will go from 8 to even double, 15 crore, and the ticket size is 20 or 25 crore. So EBITDA should go 30 to 40%.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have our next question from the line of Jatin Koradia, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you very much for the opportunity. Sir, I have a couple of questions. The first one is on the order book that you mentioned is at 270 crores.
Yeah.
What is, and you also mentioned that the execution timeline is 3 years probably. So my question is, since the order inflow is pretty much large quarterly as we see, what is the execution target that you have? Is it like 3 years? That would possibly be like 20% growth on the current year's revenue.
Definitely. See, it straightway depends on order book or new orders to be added. Last year, normally our order book is 90 to 100 crore. Even in COVID also it was 80 to 70, 80 crore. Then increased 90. So average I am saying of the last 5 years, other than last year, was 80 to 100 crore. Last year it is doubled, 200 crore order book. It is a double impact. First impact is spillover of the COVID. And second impact is the government period is getting nearing completion. We are in the 10th year of this government. So more and more orders are coming for the projects, constructions, consultancy, designs, and each field. So it is what I can imagine. Current year it should cross 200 crore.
Understand. So that's on the order inflows. You are expecting more order inflows. So you would imagine possibly that the growth could be better if the orders continue. Because my question is more on the execution side. If this rate of order inflows keep coming, I mean, assuming, then do we have the capacities to execute them faster?
Yeah. See, our business is very simple to understand. We don't have to put additional, you can say, equipments or any additional capex if we get the new work order. Everything is on rent basis. Like we have to go for a vehicle, it is on rent. We have to go for office space, that is on rent. Then it's very minimal expenditure, nominal deposits and monthly rent, that is also at the end of the month. The manpower, also the payment is at the end of the month. So mobilization expenses are definitely there, but they are not attributing to great extent. And very importantly, now we have started getting the orders with better numbers or better margins. The reason is that previously we were scoring 94 or 95 marks, and now we are scoring 96 or 97 marks. So plus 2 marks, adding our number, you can say, in the bid process, 10 crore ka hum 11 crore dal rahe hain. That additional 1 crore is the net gain to the company, because expenses will remain same whether my bid is 10 or my bid is 11. So because of better technical expertise and better financials, we are scoring 1 or 2 marks in each assignment. And the manpower we are easily getting, because there is one website named Infracon. We have to draw the CV of the personnel from the Infracon website, and we have to take consent of that person. The persons are very comfortable with Dhruv for 3 reasons. Number one, I myself, being a government employee, lot of my classmates, batchmates, they are retiring and they are eager to enter into Dhruv for assignments. Number two, the public limited nature of company. Number three, the presence of company in 28 states of India. So all over India, people are getting the job near to their native places.
Understand. So in summary, can we understand that while our order book is 270, and since the order flow is pretty much higher, we can possibly cross the 270 crore execution in 3 years, right?
Definitely. That is actually mandatory. We don't have choice or vice. If we don't complete our assignment in 3 years, then we may be penalized or we may be got bad name. So we have to complete.
Understand. Sir, my second question is on margins. Just to know, I see in the years 2017, 18, 19, our margins were pretty high, compared to our annual average margins in the last year or previous one. So what is in general outlook on margin going forward? And in addition, second question for in the same line of margins, like this quarter we did like 22 something margin. So it's quite fluctuating between previous quarter and this quarter. So how is it going to be on an average?
Rajesh, can you explain?
Yeah, I can answer these things. In earlier period, 17, 18, 18, 19, there was not a matching concept of there. In some quarter, there is a 1 year, there is a expense that has been recorded, but the revenue part which has been recorded in the subsequent period due to the billing cycle. So that's why the margin was not in the same line. It has been fluctuating in the one period and it has been decline or increase in the next period. However, we are moved from the IGAP to Ind-AS. Now we are following the POCM method. So now the margin was in a stable level in all the quarters. Maybe it has been increased and decreased due to the performance of the project we are doing. So in the current quarter, the margin was in slightly in the higher side due to we have started a full-fledged traffic survey project, which is contributing around 30% of the EBITDA margin in the current quarter. So that was not the project which is the previous quarter and the previous year. So that's why the margin is fluctuating, and in the henceforth, the margin will be not stable. You will see that.
Okay, sir. And what is the stable margin that you may be guiding on an annual basis?
See, on an annual basis, if you see the EBITDA margin around 14 to 15%.
Okay, 14 to 15% is what we can expect on the top line. Okay. Am I right, sir? 14 to 15%. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last question that I have is, you mentioned about some possible acquisition that you may be looking. I just wanted to ask, how do you plan to finance that?
Basically, our preferential issue is still open. We have received 5 crore and 20 crore yet to be received, and we are hoping to get that 20 crore preferential issue closed in another 2 or 2.5 months, because initial sanctions of the exchanges is lapsed. So we have to get the fresh approval because of some issue of our investor, which is a US based, and it was a trust and some legal issues were there. Investment was delayed, but that is now cleared, and we are expecting now to get that 20 crore preferential issue in another 2.5 months, and then we are going to finance this new asset acquisition from that.
I understand. Thank you very much for answering my questions, sir. Those were my questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to ask a question, please press star and 1 on your phone now. As there are no further questions, I hand over the call to Mr. Gopal Chandak from Kirin Advisors. Please go ahead.
Thank you everyone for joining the conference call of Dhruv Consultancy Services Limited. If you have any queries, you can write us at research@kirinadvisors.com. Once more, thank you everyone for joining the conference.
Thank you everyone and giving your questions, and we hope we are giving the answers on with your satisfactions.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of Kirin Advisors, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.